Hey YouTube, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. I was going to put out a gameplay video this week, but my wife has gotten progressively more sick, so that idea has been scrapped. Monsterlands does have the ability to allow you to play a solo mode, so we'll take a look at that setup and the general gameplay of that today. Solo mode is a great way to test your skills and to try different strategies while still simulating playing against other players. For solo mode, we prepare the game as if we're playing a two-player game, and you can refer to page 24 on how to set up the board. Basically, it means we do not utilize any spots with this symbol, and we won't be utilizing the top mercenary area here for the tavern. Once you've picked your leader and sidekick mercenary, as I have over here, I've picked Tortok and Taron, you put aside the 6 assignment tokens of the initial clan members of the non-chosen affinities. They will be used by the dummy player. As we can see on the bottom right over there, we have those tokens. We then pick a difficulty. Refer to page 22 of the manual for the different kinds of difficulty levels. We'll be using the tutorial difficulty today, which means we will use side A of the round modifier tile and the initial monster of side A. And up there. We also take the first player token and we do not relinquish it. We'll always be the first player. Set aside 1 red and 1 yellow dice. These are used to determine the dummy player's choices. Unlike the normal game, in solo mode, the objective may not always be to score the most victory points, but to maximize your score against the scenario objectives. For example, in scenario 2, the objective is to maximize the amount of gold. Refer to page 26 of the manual to see the different kinds of scenarios for the objectives and for any special rules. When it comes to gameplay, there is 1 dummy player to simulate actions of a player. We roll the 2 dice we set aside earlier and refer to a chart on page 25 to determine where the dummy player places their dice. The dummy player has unlimited dice and will continue to deploy dice until you run out of dice on your turn. The dummy player uses those assignment tokens that were put aside as theirs. We'll discuss what happens at the specific location when it happens. What is special about this dummy player is that during the adventure phase, the dummy player wins the respective adventure without rolling any dice. The exception to this is the dice rolling mission, where she'll only win if she's on the first path. In the cleanup phase, the dummy player doesn't act, meaning they don't need to pay wages. You still need to follow the normal rules of cleanup though. Today we'll be doing scenario 1, where there are no special rules, and the objective is to maximize the amount of victory points, preferably more than 35. So looking at the board, my character is going to revolve, at least at the beginning, around Taron's special ability, which is to get extra money, 2 extra gold specifically, when going to the mines. And I'll be making use of my leader, Tortok's special ability, which is he gets +1 to the capture value when trying to capture monsters. So on my first turn, I'm looking at the board. We have the contract mission, which is 1 yellow dice and 5 gold, and you can get 1 glory or 5 defense tokens. And then we have the dice rolling contract. And then we have the dice rolling contract where you need 2 dice of either red or purple and need to roll an 8. If we succeed, we'll get 2 glory and 8 gold. If we fail, there will be no real consequence, which is not bad. But with 2 dice, that is a little bit less than 40, I think it's like a 40% chance of succeeding. And we don't have any rerolls, at least with these 2 heroes. Our land and monster combination, we have War Cores. His special ability is that when you defeat a monster, he damages you. I'll just have to double check the rules on that. And then our land is Kaizul, which requires 14 to capture or to settle, and you get 5 glory points. If this might be something I want to go for because it is a blue affinity land and my starting heroes or starting mercenaries are blue, so I can settle them immediately. And that means I won't have to pay wages on those guys. Okay, so we have some heroes over here. We have Vidalia, which is a air mercenary. We have Lorios, a nature mercenary, and Shandy, a fire mercenary. Let's start off by assigning 2 red dice to the mines. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. I'm supposed to start off with 7 gold. So starting off with 7 gold, if we can see that. Okay, so I do go to the mines, and I'm going to use Taron's special ability. Let's see if I can move that up a little bit. So Taron's special ability, once again, is to get 2 additional gold when going to the mines. So instead of getting 6 gold, I'll be getting 8 gold. 8 gold, okay. So I have 15 gold already, which is great. Okay, so now we're going to do the dummy player. What we do once again is we roll both the red and the yellow dice that's been set aside. So we have a red 6 and a 3 yellow. So referring to the chart on page 25, the red dice is 6, so we're going to the outside, and 3 meaning we're going to land path 3. So that means that this is land path 3. Okay, so that means, remember when we handle the outside paths, the mercenary assigned to the furthest left will be attacking the monster. So if I don't go to the left of Poison, then Poison will be the one attacking Warhorse. And remember, per the solo play rules, they always win. So I could play it so that I try to get the land, Kaizul, which is perfect. Now the trick is being able to have enough dice to capture it, which I don't have. I need more dice. So, oh, and you know what? Another rule I forgot. I'm always supposed to roll my yellow dice, my persuasion dice, first at the beginning of the turn. So I rolled a 2, hard to see, but it's a 2. I need to get dice. So, and I do have a lot of money right now. So I'm going to go to the Hunter's Lodge, and I'm going to purchase, I can use the trap to get additional dice per right here, the additional purple or red dice. But then according to the land path up here, I need to have at least 1 red dice as my initial red dice, or I need to have 3 dice over here of red or purple, and I only have 1 purple dice left. So actually I won't be able to do very much this turn. So maybe instead what I should do is I should assign, say, doesn't really matter, Taron. I'm going to assign him to here. I'm gonna assign him here, and I'm going to put 5 gold on him to indicate that he's going to be doing the contract mission over there. Okay, so now the dummy player goes. Okay, so 3 red, 2 yellow. So 3 red means we're going to the Citadel, 2, they're going to the Alchemist. So what we do is we take a magic dice from the dice reserve and place it on the uppermost available spot in the Alchemist shop, which is right up here. And we don't have to like give the dummy player any potions because they're always going to win. Okay, and then my last turn, I have 1 purple dice, and that means I can either go here to, I can go to the pawn shop, which gets me 1 gold, which is not great, or I can go to the alchemist shop as well, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to get 2, let's see what I'm going to get. I think I'm going to get 1 potion and 1 venom, and I'm going to put them on my clan tracker board right here. Okay, and that is all the dice. So the so actually no, the dummy player still gets to go because I still place the dice. So the dummy player is going to roll 3 red, so that's the Citadel, 2 the Alchemist again. So when it's a dummy's player turn and their roll doesn't qualify, which in this case, because the Alchemist, technically they would go to the Alchemist shop, but there's no more spots available, the dummy player would just roll again. So 3 and 4 this time. So we're going to the Armory. So what it says is we take a persuasion dice from the dice reserve, roll it, and place it on the leftmost available space. So the Armory is right over, I do apologize, this is the Armory. This is the Bazaar. Okay, so you put it here. It doesn't really do anything. Once again, they don't need defense tokens to win. So now we go into the adventure phase where we resolve first missions. So we resolve the dice rolling missions, which there are no players there. Then we resolve contract-based missions. So my character, Tehran, is over here. He has the necessary yellow dice, and he has the 5 gold, which we'll put into the bank, and that will give us 1 glory. So according to my tracker down here, we go from 5 to 6. Then we do land battles, and the dummy player is over here with poison, and they automatically win. So Warcores have been defeated, and in a solo game it doesn't really do anything, so we'll just put that card aside. But the monster was destroyed. Land conquest, there's no heroes for land conquest, so we don't pay attention to that. We don't have to defend the Citadel, which is great. Now we just go straight to the cleanup phase. So we clean up the board. So we take the assignment tokens back. So I take Tehran back. Dummy player takes back poison, good job. And then any trap and defense tokens are discarded, but there weren't any used. We spread panic if a monster went to the Citadel, which it wasn't. We replace dead leaders. There aren't any dead leaders. Now we pay wages. I have to pay wages. Because my glory, the blue star, is on the first row here, I pay 1 gold for each non-leader mercenary that isn't settled, which in this case is Tehran. So I pay 1 gold for wages. We check if this is round 6 or if a player has 30 plus glory points. That doesn't really count for solo, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we're going to do board reset, so we move all the dice back. Okay, so that's board reset, pretty easy. Token there is changed up. Here we have a new monster, which is, in this case, Crucius. It is a what it's saying is that all purple dice that are rolled are -1, so that's pretty dangerous, but only requires 3 damage. And it's a blue affinity monster, which means it matches the affinity of the land, meaning that if I fight it, the opponents will be rolling 1 additional black attack dice against me. So that is actually not a good thing for myself. Okay, now we move the turn to turn 2, and it is my turn again. The question is whether our opponents are going to... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to change the missions, my bad. So make sure that is the right mission is always side B, while the one on the left is always side A. Oh, that's an easy one. So for the dice rolling mission, is this one right here. Sorry. It is, you need a one purple or yellow dice, you need to roll a 2. If you succeed, you don't get any glory, but you do get 5 gold and 1 defense token. If you fail though, because it's kind of an easy one, 33% chance to fail, you lose 2 glory. So I don't know if that's worthwhile. And here for the contract mission, you need 3 dice of a combination of purple and or yellow, and you need to have 1 novice hero. So you have to buy a novice hero and then you sacrifice them. But then you get 2 glory and or 12 gold, whichever path you're on. Not bad. Now maybe, you know what, in the first round I should have purchased a hero. I should have purchased like Lorio's or something like that. So that was a mistake on my end. So looking back. So first thing we do is we are going to roll my yellow dice, my persuasion dice, and great, I got a nice big 5. So we'll keep that to the side there. Question is, what do I want to do? I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 excess glory, so I can't purchase Vidalia up here, which is the best and most expensive hero, but I wouldn't say the best in my opinion. I think I'm going to use my persuasion dice, put them at the tavern, and I don't know, do you think I should buy, or I should buy a round of beer, pay 2 gold, and reset the heroes? I don't know, it's risky, because I might end up with heroes that I can't buy, but I could get a blue one. Let's give it a shot. So I'm going to pay 2 gold, and I'm going to reset the heroes here, put those aside, and get 3 new heroes. Oh, perfect, kind of. Okay, so these are the heroes that we got. We got Torko, which is a fire affinity. You get 2 dice, a yellow and a red. Capturing monsters is 3 easier with him. I can get him because he is a 5 reputation hero, and I do have 5 excess, so I could get this guy. We have Wishor, which is a cheaper blue hero, which is what we want for affinity points. I only get 1 dice, a red dice, and it does make traps cheaper by 4, which is maybe what I should go for, maybe a buying strategy. And lastly, I have Gaius. I can purchase him too because he's 5 excess glory requirement. I do get 2 dice, and actually it makes it 3 easier to capture lands, so very tempting as well. Anyways, let's see, what do you think I should get? Because if right now I have 2 matching affinity token heroes or mercenaries, I like to say heroes, and that means I only get 1 victory point. If I get Wishor, that means I have 3 affinity tokens and matching affinity icons, and that means I get 3 points. But Gaius will make it easier for me to capture lands. I'm going to get I'm gonna get Wisher. We're going for the money strategy today. So I have my 5 discount here. Now I made a mistake in my previous video. Whenever you purchase from any place, the minimum amount you must always pay is 1. So I can't reduce Wisher below a 0 or below 1. So I use the discount of 5 and I still have to pay 1 gold to purchase Wisher. So I put them in my stable. I'll just move up the hero so you can see a little bit better, so we remember. There, a little bit easier to see. And I immediately get his dice, which is 1 red dice. Okay, so now the dummy player goes. And we got a 1 red and 3 yellow. So that means 1 red is Citadel, 3 is Tavern. So what happens at the Tavern? We take a persuasion die from the dice reserve, roll it. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? Immediately I have to replace the hero spot right there. And now we have Wormy. And this is a nature mercenary. You get 2 dice for 6 gold, 4 reputation, and once per turn or round, you can pay 2 gold to get 1 additional red dice. Not bad, not great though, in my opinion. Once again, when the dummy player goes to the tavern, we roll a persuasion dice and we put it on the leftmost area. And then what it says is that remove a mercenary depending on your red deployment dice. So if I got a 1 or 4, we remove the top. 2, we remove the middle one, or 3, we remove the bottom mercenary. So in this case, our red dice is 1, so we're removing the top mercenary, which is Torko. And we're just removing it, they don't get it. And once again, we replace Zondu. Ooh, so Zondu, he's just cool looking. He is a fire affinity mercenary. You get 2 dice, 4 excess glory you need. He does give you a defense token and costs 8. Not bad. So my turn. I still have 4 dice. I have 4 dice right now. Question is, I don't have any defense tokens, so it's dangerous to fight the monster there. So maybe I should build up and prepare. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? When I purchase Wisher, I have to increase my reputation, the red star, by the appropriate amount. So Wisher has 3 red stars, so I move my red star from 1 to 4. So I have 2 excess reputation. So if there was a mercenary that had 2 reputation, I could purchase it, but most like, which is like, say, the novices, which I can't do. Okay, so I like Wisher's ability, which allows me to pay less gold for traps, but I want to make use of Taron's special ability, which is to get 2 additional gold when going to the mine. And before I forget, let's get Wisher's assignment token from over here so that we have them on the side. Let's go to we're gonna go to the mine and get 8 gold. Okay, now is the dummy player's turn. 2, 5, so that means the bazaar. So when the dummy player goes to the bazaar, we take a persuasion dice, roll it, put it on the leftmost area, and once again, this is the bazaar, which means they buy equipment. And then depending on the red deployment dice, we remove one of the equipment. The left one, if it's a 1 to 4, or 1 or 4. The middle one, if it's a 2, which it is, and if it's a 3, the red dice that is, we remove this one on the right. So because the red dice is a 2, we remove the middle one, and that player doesn't need it. and we just replace it. So we didn't really talk about the equipment that's on the board. We have this knife over here for 6 gold, where whenever you're trying to capture or kill, I guess eliminate, a monster, your red dice are worth +1. Not bad. That's a weapon. Then you got the potion, which is this full gore for 9 gold. It allows you to re-roll purple dice up to 3 times. And then you have Kiratu, which is an armor. So we have one of each type out right now, which is a ability that allows you to re-roll a red or purple dice up to 2 times. So let's see. So that was the person's turn over there. I'm wondering whether I should risk doing the dice rolling or whether I should do something else. It's because this is solo mode and I failed to replace, oh, no I did, it's up here. I'm going to use my purple dice, since I've had advantage, and put it in the alchemist shop and get 3 potions of my preference. I think I'm going to do 2 more poisons or venoms and 1 more potion. I'm not sure if that was smart. Okay, and then it's the dummy player's turn. Red 3 and a 2 yellow. So we're going to the Citadel and they're going to the alchemist shop and they just fill it up. That's all. Okay. And then I have 1 dice left on Wishor. I am going to use his ability up here, and doesn't matter. We're going to buy some traps. He does get a discount of 4, and I don't believe that can reduce it below 0, or sorry, below 1. So we'll have to pay at least 1 gold for the dice we're going to use. So if I buy, I like these 2 traps down here, the one costing 9, the one costing 17. That's a lot of money. I think I'll buy the 9, use the 4 discount from Wishor. So let me just show you which one I want to get. This one gives me 3 purple dice. So I'm going to pay 5 gold to get this, and I'm going to put this in my traps area, and I have to replace that immediately. Oh, and it's a very good, it's a trap that causes your red rolls to be worth 3 more. So once again, because I went, the dummy player gets to go. Oh, damn. So now the dummy player, they go to the outside and they're going to land path 3 again. So we'll send Frunks out this time. This is the dummy player's assignment token. And he's going to win or beat the monster over there, unfortunately. So that's all my dice, and then that means the dummy player has no more moves. So we go to the adventure phase. We start off with missions once again. We resolve any dice rolling missions, and there are nothing assigned over here, so we skip that. We also skip the contract-based missions as well. We then do land battles. The dummy player is the only person in the land area, and once again they automatically win. So they defeated Crucius, which means they're probably beating me in glory. And there's no one going for lands, which is fine. And then defense of the Citadel, there's no defense. So now we go to the cleanup phase. We take our assignment tokens back. I don't have any assignment tokens out. And we discard any trap and defense tokens, none were used. We're not spreading panic because there's no monsters at the Citadel. We're not replacing dead leaders. We do have to pay wages, and I have to pay 2 gold this time because I have 2 mercenaries right here that are not settled or on lands, so I have to pay their wages. And once again, because my glory, the blue star, is on the top row, I pay 1 gold per mercenary. So now I have only 7 gold. And then we don't do glory verification, we do board reset now. So we're removing all the dice. If you're wondering why I have an additional red dice, remember, due to your clan tracker, if your, I believe it's your glory is, yeah, it makes sense. If your glory star is on the first row, you get 1 additional red dice. If you're on the second row, you get a red and a yellow dice. If you're on the third row, you get all 3 or 1 of each. So, is there any dice left over? No. Okay. So then we're going to change this up. Right here. We replace the monster. So we have Moldo, which is actually one of the stronger monsters here. And basically 4 attack dice, air affinity, causes red dice to be worth 1 less. It requires 12 to capture, 17 to kill, and rewards aren't bad. Once again, I'd prefer to capture the land if possible. I don't know if that's going to be possible though. I think I do have to start ramping up my attacks though, because I don't have very many points at all. So I have to discard the mission tiles and replace them with new ones. We have 2 new missions. Okay, so our dice rolling mission is this one right here. So it requires a red and or purple dice. Need to roll a 5, which is better than 50% chance. If you succeed, you get 1 glory. And 6 gold. If you fail, you lose 1 glory. Not bad. Not bad for okay chance to succeed. The contract-based mission is you need 1 purple dice and 1 venom, and you get some gold, which not bad, I guess. I prefer glory though, but usually that comes with risk. So that, oh, and we have to move the turn tracker. We're on turn 3, and I've barely moved my reputation or my glory, which is bad. I'm going to roll my persuasion dice at the beginning of the turn, and I rolled a 3, which is bad. But that's fine. I think I honestly have to try to start attacking monsters. I have to attack a monster, but it's dangerous. So I think for my turn, oh, but I need defense tokens. Very important to bring some defense tokens with me, or just hope Tortok doesn't die. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use my persuasion dice at the armory, get a 3 gold discount, and oh boy, I have no gold. I'm going to spend 3 gold to buy. So normally I can buy up to 3 defense tokens. So I'm going to buy 3 defense tokens, which normally cost 6, but I have a discount of 3. So that's going to cost me 3 gold. So I pay my 5 and I get 2 as change. And now I have 3 defense tokens. So I'm ready. Now I'm really hoping for a good roll so that the dummy player goes to the land. No, horrible. So the dummy player rolled a 1 red, so they're going to the Citadel, and they rolled a 3 yellow, so they're going to the tavern. So we take a yellow dice from the reserve, roll it. Oh damn. Okay, and we put it here, and I should not have really moved my dice here. So basically we put the yellow dice in the tavern, and it gives them a 5 discount, and depending on their roll, which I remember which was a 1 red, we will remove Zondu, the top mercenary. And we replace it immediately with 1 more nature mercenary who rolled, or who shuffled. Okay, so my turn. I think it is time for me to defeat some monsters. So the question is, if I use Tortok, his special ability over here is capturing monsters is 1 dice easier, but he has to be able to survive the attacks. So I'm going to assign Tortok. Question is where I want to assign him. And remember, red dice are worth less. So I think we'll go here. See, I was thinking over here because it gives me the extra venom, which makes it easier to defeat Moldo. But then I'm using 2 red dice. That's 1 extra dice I don't want to use. So I'm going to put Tortok in the second column. It requires 1 red. So let's put the 1 red over here. And then I can put up to 2 other dice of a red or purple combination. I am going to put the 1 purple dice here. Then I'm going to place 2 defense tokens. And I'm going to, I still have 2 more dice here. I'm going to assign a poison and a heal potion with them. And I think I'm going to go crazy and use my super trap on him. I don't know, do I need to do that? Because I need to roll 11 with 2 dice, which is very hard. But if I have 3 dice, that should be okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so that is my turn. What I'm thinking about right now is that Moldo the monster is going to roll 4 dice, and if they roll, I think a 3 or greater is a hit. So if I take 2 hits, I die. Even if there's 3 hits, I block, I'm still alive. I think I'll be fine. Oh, I'll go for the 1 extra defense token just to be 100% safe. So then is the dummy player's turn. Don't you dare do what I want you to do. Oh no! Oh, but this is okay. So a 6 red tells me that the dummy player goes to the outside, and a 2 yellow means that they go to land path 2, but I'm already in land path 2, thankfully. So they have to re-roll. Don't you dare roll a 6-1. Oh no. Okay. So now they rolled a 5, which is still on the outside. They rolled a 4, so they will assign their hero to here. So if I let the dummy player, if I don't put anyone here, the dummy player will get the land if I defeat the monster, which I don't want. That's why I saved 2 of my red dice tokens, because now I'm going to assign Wishor here, and it requires 2 red dice, and I will get an extra poison to be able to capture. Let me just double check something. And the question is whether I can use poisons for land. Okay, so I was checking the rules to see whether venoms apply or can apply to land battles. We have Wishor, which we're hoping will be able to take on the blue land or settle the blue land. He only has 2 red dice, and it requires a 14 to be able to settle, so there's a 0% chance of succeeding there, but I can use my starting trap, which gives me 1 additional dice. The question is whether venoms apply to this, and I'll put a healing potion just in case, but because according to the rules it says potions heal wounds while venoms add poison to your weapon, giving you a +2 to attack in battle. And is this considered battle? I don't think so. It doesn't specifically say. Here in the land conquest page 19 it says, from left to right each remaining mercenary will try to match or exceed the conquest value of the active land, rolling the dice that they deployed on that path and applying all modifiers. Is venom a modifier? In the same way as when fighting the monster if the first mercenary fails to conquer the active land, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say. I don't think it would, but I don't know, someone correct me. And make sure you tell me where this part is so that I can put annotations if that is the case. So we're gonna have Wishor over here, 2 red dice, the trap that gives the additional dice, and he's gonna have a health potion and a venom potion to be able to take on the land. So that's all the dice that's left for my team. Dummy player gets to go. Don't you dare. Okay. Okay, so I was wishing or hoping that they don't go in front of me and screw up my whole plan. So red 3, which is Citadel, and a 6, which means they go to the mine. So when the dummy player gets the mine area where you get gold, what happens is you take 1 or 2 strength dice, which is strength, and we just basically block off the 6. Okay, and that is all of the dice that I have, so the round is done. Now we start off by doing the adventure phase, starting with the missions. So we don't have any people in the missions area, so we ignore this. Then we handle the land battles. So first off we reveal traps. So first off we have to resolve the monster attack. So once again, Moldo here has 4 black dice. So we're going to give it to the dummy player, which is still me, and I'm going to roll 4 black dice. Anything that is a 3 or greater is a hit, and let's hope to God that they don't hit me. Oh God. Okay. So thank God so what we have here is a 1, a 4, a 3, and a 4. So 3 hits. And because we have to discard defense tokens, we'll just use all our defense tokens, and we don't have to use our potion. So we survive the attack from Moldo. So now it's my turn to attack. So what I do is my trap over here gives me 3 additional purple dice. So what are we going to try to do? I think we're going to try to capture Moldo. Although it gives us less reputation, or sorry, less glory, which is the blue stars, it makes it easier for us, and we'll get a lot of gold. So, and what are we going to do with gold? We're going to 3 reputation will give us 3 glory will give us 9 glory, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 excess glory means that we can get another hero, meaning more dice, more stuff, so that we can get more victory points. So I think we're going to go for capturing. So one at a time. Let's roll our red dice first. We got a 4, which is technically worth a 3. We got a 5. I'll just keep it right here. We got 9, technically 9, but remember Moldo's special ability reduces any red rolls by 1. 4. So what is that? That is 9 plus 3, 12, and we got what we need to capture. I think we'll stay with that. We don't need to go crazy. So when capturing monsters, as you saw, I rolled 1 dice at a time. That's so that you can get the capture value rather than the elimination value. Because if you roll all your dice at one time, you can't like pull them back. So you might accidentally eliminate the monster rather than capturing the monster. So I wanted to capture a monster because getting 3 glory does what I need it to do, and it gives me 12 gold, which is a lot of money. So I've captured Moldo. We'll just leave the extra dice I didn't use over here. Put the dice over here. So I captured this monster, meaning that I increase my glory by 3. So I go from 6 to 9, and I get 12 gold, which is great because I really needed the gold. Okay, and then I'll just discard that monster. Next hero, Wishor. So Wishor, we'll do 1 additional red dice, and let's hope to God that we get 14. That's going to require some good rolls. That's 3 dice. We have a little bit less than 66% chance. Damn it. 8, 10, 12. Damn it. So I have a 4, and a 2. That's 10 altogether. Even if the venom, if we're playing with the rules that venom works against lands, that would only be 12. So we failed. We failed to get the land over there, Kaizo. Now, because we failed, we'll handle that in a second. Then the dummy player, New Duru, automatically defeats the land. So they got the land, and for them it doesn't do anything. So the land has been removed. So there's no monsters in the Citadel. So now we're going to go to the cleanup phase. Now I think at this point we have to handle loot. Loot, yes. So for any mercenaries that participated in this land area but didn't succeed, hope is not lost. You get to pick one of the loot tokens here. I wasn't really looking at this area. I don't really think it's too important for me right now, but could be helpful. The question is, what do I want? I have a lot of red dice. I could take this loot token right here, and it'll increase my red rolls by 2. And I do have 1, 2, 3 red dice, maybe 4 next turn. It's okay. I can take this loot token, and it will, when I'm going to go for a kill, it'll make it, oh, when I kill a monster, I will get 4 additional glory, which, since I'm trying to maximize kills or maximize glory in this scenario, maybe I should go for that. Or I can get 10 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 excess glory, meaning I can buy any hero, but oh wait, I should go for Gaius. Gaius, yeah. I'm gonna take the additional red dice loot. So I just hold that to the side there. So we need to replace that. Put it there. Okay, clean up. So we take our assignment tokens back. Any traps or defense tokens are removed. And then spread panic, which we don't do. Replace dead leaders, which there aren't any. Pay wages. I have to pay 2 gold in wages because I have Wishor and Taran, which aren't settled. So 2 gold there. Don't need to do glory verification. Remove the dice and the potions, sorry. Unused potions and venoms can go back. Oh, I forgot. I had 2 guys over here. So I do get 4 gold. As long as my mercenary survives, I get 4 additional gold for putting my hero in the column right here. I'll just go a little closer. So my hero was in the 2nd land path, so I get 4 additional gold if he survives, and I get an additional venom. Now the problem is, you can only have up to 3 venoms, and now I have too many. You can only have a maximum of 3 venoms, so I actually don't get to use it, which is unfortunate. So let's see, put those dice away. Okay, so now what do? we want to replace that, and we have a new set of land options. Not bad. Rerolls would be helpful. And we're going to remove the missions. Why don't we just turn them over? We'll turn them over. So the dice rolling mission is going to require 4 dice, a lot, and get a 14, which is more than 50% chance of failure. You get 3 glory, 4 gold, and 2 defense tokens. So high risk, and if you fail, you lose 1 glory. The contract one is 2 red dice and a potion or a venom, but then you get a hero or a equipment of your choice. I like that. But the problem with that is that if you get the hero, you get it at the end of your turn. So you don't get to use those dice right away. So, and making sure that you have the appropriate glory to be able to buy it. So that's replaced. We have to replace the monster. So we have an easy monster, Blandor. He is a 3 black dice attack. If we have a matching land that is waterland, which is kind of what we want, he'll do 2 additional damage, so that's not a good thing. So he's in his element when he's in water. And rewards are okay. The land, what's the land? Oh, the land does not match. Okay, so the land is Wahiba, and it's nature land, 14 again, 4 glory if we do it. And if you settle your mercenary on the land, then you get, you can trade 1 or use your action, put 1 purple dice on the land to get 3 defense tokens, and that's once per round. We're going to move the turn, 4th turn, and I don't think I have very many points. I have like 9 glory, 4 reputation, so that's 13 points. I have 3 heroes, so I don't think I'm anywhere close to 35 points. I think I messed up. Hopefully in this next round we really ramp up our success and our glory. So, and we're going to roll the yellow dice, and we got a 6, thank God. Okay, so we have tons of money, and we want to start getting glory every single turn if we can. Blandor would be great to attack or capture. I think we should try to capture, but we also want heroes. So what should we do? And we don't have any defense tokens at all. So I think what we're going to do first is we're going to go to the tavern with our 6 discount. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 excess glory. So I'm going to use the 6 discount and purchase. I actually like this new hero here, Trulina. The reason why is because when she fights monsters, she gets 2 defense talents. So that is pretty good. So she'll be able to not bring so many defense tokens with her, and she can bring traps so she can concentrate on fighting monsters. See, I was thinking initially with going with Gaius, which makes it easier to capture lands. Once again, that's under the assumption that we somehow get our opponent to take the land. So I think what I'm going to do is I have to start capturing lands and ramping up my glory so that I can get more heroes, so I can do more actions. So I'm going to use the 6 discount to buy Trulina. So I'm going to pay 3 then. 9 minus 6 is 3. I'm going to pay 3 gold to get Trulina. I have to pay attention to my wages because it's going to cost me 3 gold at the end of this turn for wages. But I do get a purple and a yellow dice immediately, and I will roll that yellow dice right away and get a stupid 1. And don't forget, I have to increase my reputation. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have only 1 excess reputation right now, and a stupid 1 discount when buying something. Okay, so, and we're going to replace that mercenary right away. And once again, another nature hero, Kakrun, and he basically just allows you to reroll one red dice. Okay, so dummy player. Okay, 4 red and 4 yellow, which means Citadel and Armory. So what we do is we take a yellow dice, we roll it, and put it here. Oh, so that actually works out. If I want defense tokens, now is the time. And I think that's what I'll do. I'll put my persuasion dice here, and I'll get a 3 discount, and I'll buy 3 defense tokens for technically 3 gold, but Wishore reduces it by 4. So actually I would pay only 1. So let me just take 2 back. Once again, not too sure about when talents affect purchases, whether that can reduce the price under 1. Let me know, and once again, let me know the timestamp so I can do an annotation if that's incorrect. So I bought 3 defense tokens out of 5, and I'll put it on my clan tracker down here. That's my turn. And now, so see, that's why sometimes rolling low is okay, because someone else will go and purchase something first, and although they get first shot at purchasing, then if you have that lower roll, you'll get actually a bigger discount. So for the dummy player got a 2 discount, I get a 3 discount because the first dice was greater than my dice, and you add them together. Okay, so a 3 red, 5 yellow. So that is Citadel and Bazaar. So what we do is, oh, let's keep that right there so I don't forget. So we roll the yellow dice and we put it here. Doesn't really matter. And we take the right equipment. So we'll remove that. Oh, we got a shield. So this shield, what it does is when equipped to a hero, it gives them 1 defense talent when attacking monsters. So if I equip it to my Trulina girl, which already gets 2, I'll have 3. So that would be crazy and might be something I'm interested in doing. But once again, we might or should maybe go for attacking monsters. So I'm going to, oh, but it costs 8 gold. I have lots of gold. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Trulina a monster killing god. So I'm going to use 1 red dice on my turn. Whoa, oh damn. I forget what my number was, but it doesn't matter because I don't have any yellow dice. I'm going to put a red dice here in the bazaar, and I'm going to buy the shield for 8 with no discount. So I'm going to spend my 10 gold, get 2 returned, and I'm going to equip this under Trulina. So Trulina now has 1 equipment equipped, which gives her 3 defense tokens when she attacks. And I forgot to take her assignment token when I picked her up, right there. We replace the equipment dice, or the equipment card, which makes traps cheaper, just like Wishore's ability. So that can be really powerful. Do I have enough gold to buy it? I do. Interesting. Okay, dummy player. 3 red, 1 yellow, meaning that they go to the Citadel and Hunter's Lodge. Hunter's Lodge, they roll a dice, and we put it up here. Doesn't really do anything for anyone because I don't have any more yellow dice. Now, I think I should send Trulina out to attack. I think on my turn, oh, I don't have any traps though. That is kind of dangerous. On my turn, I'm going to use 1 red dice to go to the Hunter's Lodge. Remember, Wishore gives the ability to, I don't know if you can see it, it gives the ability to make traps cost 4 less altogether. So I'm going to get something that gives me more dice, most likely. I do have, how much gold? I have 4, I have 9 gold. If I bought, no, I don't have enough. I was hoping to buy the 2 7s and that would give me 4 dice. So I think what I'll just do right now is I'm going to buy this dice, or this trap right here, which gives 2 purple dice. It normally costs 7, but I have Wishore's ability, which makes it cost 4 less. So I pay 3 gold. And then we have 1 trap saved up. So now it's the dummy player's turn. Oh, and don't forget to replace the trap. And it's a dice modifier trap, which makes your red dice worth 3 more. Okay, so 4 red, 4 yellow. 4 red means Citadel, 4 yellow means Armory. And the Armory is right here, but it's technically full because that last spot is for 3 players and above, so actually that doesn't count. So 1 4, same thing. He really wants to go to the Armory. 1 6. 6 is the mine, so they go to the mine and they block off that area from me, which is fine. So now on my turn, I'm going to assign Trulina. I'm going to assign Trulina here to the 2nd path because I want to be able to re-roll my 1 red. Yeah. I have to do the 2nd path because I have 3 dice right now, a red and 2 purples. The path requirement requires me to put a combination of red or purple and 2 of them. The second, additional dice I can put has to be red and up to 2. And I only have the 1 red. So I'm going to put the 1 red requirement, the 1 purple requirement. I can't use the other purple that I have over here. And I'm going to assign a poison and a health potion to Trulina. And I'm going to use the trap here, which will give me 2 additional dice. Is it 2 or 3? 2 additional dice. So hoping that we can do this. And we don't need defense tokens because she has 3 defense talents equipped on her, which is fine. Now I'm wondering whether I should, how loot works. I think loot can be used at any time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Once again with the date stamp. So now it's a dummy player's turn and we're going to see what they do. Oh, let's be careful. Okay, 1 and 6. So they're going to go to the mine again. And they're going to use the 2 other dice, block that off, which is great. And now it's my turn again. I have 1 last dice to use. And my options are limited. I can go to the pawn shop and get 1 gold, or I can go to the alchemist shop and get some more potions. I think I'll just take the gold. I'll just take the gold. Oh, not the 10. 1 gold. Okay, so that's my turn. And now my opponent. Oh, 6 and 5. What does that mean? 6 is outside, 5 is mission 1. So we'll send Corgo to mission 1. This is mission 1. Okay. So he just blocks. He basically that just blocks you from being able to choose the second path. So that is all the dice. Now what we do is we handle the adventure phase as usual. Okay, so in the adventure phase, we're going to handle missions. So missions are over here, and the player succeeds, doesn't really do anything for anyone. And then contracts, no one's there. Land battles, reveal traps and show your defense tokens. Monster attacks first. Remember, Blandor over here has 3 attack dice and would get 2 additional attack dice if the land was water, so it would be swimming around, but the land is actually nature, so thank God for small things. So we rolled 3 dice. It doesn't matter because my hero has the 3 talents to defend, so we can roll, it doesn't really matter. Anything that is a 3 or greater counts as a hit. So technically I got a 3, 4, and 6. I would have been hit 3 times, but Trulina, once again, has a special talent when attacking monsters to get 2 defense talents. So that's 2 hits. And then she has that shield equipped, which is 1 additional hit. So she really doesn't have to worry about getting hit anymore or really getting defense tokens, which maybe I should have thought of when sending my guy out. So I survived the attack. Now it's my turn to attack. Most likely, I think anything at this point is good. Whether I capture or I think I want to maximize glory right now. So I'm going to try to get, so we're going to roll the red dice. A 2, horrible. Roll the purple dice. 5, which is good. A 4, good. 4, great. Okay, so what we have right now is 4, 8, 13, 15. So we have enough to outright just straight on capture Blandor, which is okay. I could use my loot token to increase it by 2 and use my poison, which is another 2, which would be 19, which is enough to be able to defeat the monster outright. Get the 6 glory and a trophy worth 1. I think we should go all out. We're going to use the loot token and place it over there. And we're going to use the one, oh, you know what? Before I do anything, let me re-roll my red dice, because according to the second land path, I can re-roll 1 red dice once. So let's hope I get better than a 2. If I get a 1, then okay, I got a 1. So I got horrible rolls today. So even if I use my loot token, even if I use my venom token now I can't even defeat, I can't eliminate Blandor. So I'll just capture him. So I'm just going for capture then right now. And capturing him means that I get 4 glory. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get 6 gold. That's horrible. That's horrible. Okay. So he's gone. And that is my land battle. Okay, there's no other heroes there. So now we're going for cleanup. We take back the assignment tokens. I'll take back Trulina. She puts her potion and her venom away because they were not used. We discard any traps, which we'll place over there. Take away any, and the dummy player's assignment token goes away. Then we replace the land modifier with this, which is seems to be more conducive. Actually, no, it has one of the types of potions, elixirs, which I'm not using right now, so we won't use that. So we'll do a new land. We'll replace the missions. Okay, so 2 new missions. Let's take a look at what they are. This mission here, you use a purple or yellow dice, get a 3, and you get a glory and 4 gold. You fail, you lose the glory. So 50-50 chance. Then for the contract, you do a red and or yellow or combination of those 2 and a potion, and you either get a glory or a gold. Not bad at all. Okay, so now we get our dice back. I think I have 2 dice. Yep, 2 yellow dice now. I have 2 purple dice as well. Purple dice can be used for purchasing or going to the alchemy shop, or when you equip it on your hero to defend from a monster attack, which we have Trulina, which can negate a lot of that. So here's a red dice, here's a red dice. All the dice go away. Dummy player's dice, more dice away. So we got to replace the monster. New monster, we have Crinks. Per our tutorial, Crinks is 3 attack dice, fire, affinity. If he's not defeated, which is unlikely, he causes 2 panic tokens to be turned up, meaning that you can't access 2 places in the Citadel. Capturing gives 3 glory and 10 gold. Defeating gets 6 glory and 1 trophy. Okay. We move the turn. So there's only 2 turns left. We're very close to the end. So my turn. First thing I do, as always, roll the yellow dice first. Yes. Okay, I got some good rolls, kind of. I got 2 5s. So 2 5s. Now, once again, I want to keep fighting. And I don't need defense tokens. So I think what I want to do is I want to assign my heroes to the lands right here. Grab both the monster and the land. So the monster, if I can even capture it, then I will be able to get some additional glory. If I get the land, I'll get more glory, and I'll be able to attach it to Trulina, settle her. So that's like triple whammy. But we need traps first because we can't defeat these guys just on their own. We have to pay attention to the dice, and we have to hope that the dummy player doesn't get rolls that do it. Basically, I have to reduce the amount of turns the dummy player has so that they don't access the monster or the land, because both would be really good right now. So first thing though, we need traps. We need more dice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my discount dice to go to the Hunter's Lodge. Remember, that's going to give me a 5 discount, plus I have Wish Shore's ability, which gives me another 4 discount. So I actually have 9 discount. I can buy a ton of stuff. And I have how much gold? 10, 13. I have 13 gold. So technically 22. I can buy 22 in gold, which is kind of crazy. So as per usual, we're going to get the extra dice of that. I think I'm going to buy that. So I'm going to buy 14. I'm going to buy these two right here. And I'm going to pay, so 14, so 7 plus 7, that's 14, minus a 9 discount, so that's 5, so I have to pay 5. I pay 5, I get these 2 traps. Remember, I can only have up to 5 traps, and then I have to replace these traps right now, immediately. Ooh, actually it doesn't help me at all. And this, okay, ooh, even better. Okay, so now it's a dummy player's turn. Please don't attack. Oh shit, damn it. So, something I totally did not want. So the dummy player is going to the outside and land path 1 because they got a 5 red, 1 yellow. So they're going to be for sure defeating or attacking and defeating Crinks. But that makes my job easier because that means for sure I will be able to take the land. So I'm going to for sure have to assign someone right now to the land in case somehow the dummy player rolls the land as well on their next turn. So it doesn't matter who I really select at this point. So I'm going to select Trulina. Actually, no, just for clarity's sake, Taran up here. And I do need 2 red dice, which I thankfully have. And I can do some purple dice or, let's see, I need a 14. So last time we screwed it up. So once again, we're going to assign a poison because the way we're playing it, poisons will work on lands. Doesn't make sense, but that's what we're going to do. I'm just thinking there are animals in the lands which you have to defeat, and that's why it requires 14 to settle it. So I have 2 dice there. I have 2 traps. I don't know whether I want to do that right now. I don't know if I want to do this right now, but purple dice right now doesn't really do anything for me. So I think I might do that. And I wonder, so I have 4 dice to get 14 plus a venom to get 12. So 50% chance, I don't like those odds at all. So I'm going to use my trap to increase the value by 2. Hopefully that's enough to get that land. Okay, so now it is the dummy player's turn. Oh, good thing I did that. Okay, so actually no, that's fine. So a 5 red and a 5 yellow means that we go to the outside and we go to mission 1. So they're going here. So my turn, I have 1 last dice left, discount dice. So I can buy more of that. Oh, I can get more heroes. Maybe that's what I should do. I should probably always be getting heroes. Let's see, I have how much excess glory? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more excess glory. I can have Gaius, which is this guy right here. And the reason why I would get them is 2 more dice as usual, but it makes it easier to capture lands. So I can have Trulina defeating monsters and then Gaius capturing lands. And it would only cost me 2, which sounds like the best thing. So I'm going to use my 5 discount in the tavern. I'm going to purchase Gaius for 2 gold. And then we're going to put him over here. Can't really see it, but I have Gaius. Let's see. Just so you can see, we have Gaius right there in the bottom right. Sorry. So that gives us 2 dice immediately, a red and a yellow. That does move up my reputation. Don't forget that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my reputation and glory is at the same. And I do have to roll the yellow dice that I acquired right away so I can determine what I can do with it. It's another 5, okay? Now, this opens up stuff for the dummy player. The dummy player is gonna roll. He rolled a 4 and a 6, 4 red, 6 yellow. 4 red is Citadel, 6 is a mine, so he's just blocking up the mine, which is totally fine, totally good. Now this is dangerous. I do have only 6 gold, so wages is going to be tight, but that's fine. So I still have 2 dice left. I have this yellow dice, and I'm going to assign Trulina to here. It requires 1 red dice. I can put purple dice, which I don't have any. I'm not putting any traps because the dummy player is going to win the battle against the monster. I better hope to God beat the land. And then she won't get to attack anything, but then she'll get loot. And because she's on this path over here, she gets an additional 5 gold. So that's tons of money. So we'll just equip her with that, and she's fine. And then the dummy player gets to go. Oh, damn. Okay, so, oops. So it's a 5 and a 5. 5 outside, 5 is mission 1. Can he go to there? Oh, yep. So once again, they're going to mission 1 again. So we'll put the other assignment token there. It just means I can't access mission 1 at all, which is fine. I don't want that. Okay. So my last move will be, I have a 5 discount token. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to replace the hero, which I bought, which is Paras, which is when facing off against a monster of water or nature, they get a defense token. So it's kind of like a situational hero, which I don't really like. But it's because he's cheap in sense of the reputation cost and the gold cost, and it does provide a purple token. So not the best, but in the future I can possibly get him to give me more affinities at the end of the game. So I still have the 5, and I'm thinking, not too sure what I should do right now. I have limited options. I don't want to spend too much gold, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the bazaar and buy the knife for 1 gold because it's a 5 discount, costing 6 gold. So that's 6 minus 5 is 1. I pay 1 gold, and I'm gonna buy the sword. Now, I believe from the rules, I can't equip this to guys that are already assigned to the path. So I'll just slip it onto Gaius right now. I can always switch it later. And then it's the dummy player's turn. We're gonna see whether he's gonna do anything. I don't think it matters at this point. 1 and 6, he's going to the mine. Once again, he basically just blocks up a spot. Okay, so adventure phase missions. So these 2, they complete it, doesn't matter, doesn't do anything. Land battles, we reveal traps, okay? And Timbaloo automatically defeats the monster. Monster's done, okay? Now it's my turn. I need to get 14. I need to get 14 with these dice. And I think I can do it, unless I roll horribly. Plus, my trap is giving my purple rolls +2. So let's see what it does. Let's roll over here. Oh, thank God. Okay, so we got a 6, we got a 4 in the purple, we got a 4 in the red, that's 14 already, 15. So I did not even need this. But you know what? This is why I like Monsterlands. It's because if you don't like dice rolling games, or because you roll poorly, you can get these type of traps and they can help you not roll so badly. So even if you roll like all 1s, you would get like technically all 3s. So that would have been 12. So you still would have failed, but the odds of getting 4 1s is pretty low. And you would have been able to get that land in that case. So I didn't need it in that case. I was able to capture this land, Wahiba. And maybe if I move everything over a little bit now, move it. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to replace the equipment dice so that you guys can see this a little bit better. So now the land is, because it's matching affinity, I can have her settle it. So I don't have to pay wages for her now, which is good because wages is going to cost 2, which is really bad because I don't have that gold. Was not thinking about that, but that's okay. Everything's going to work out. So Taran defeated the land without needing the poison. So we'll just put it back there right now. Shouldn't really do that, otherwise I'll confuse myself. So he defeated the land. So immediately we get the 4 glory. So we're at 13, that makes us 17, giving us the ability to purchase another hero if we want. Once again, more glory, more points. We settled it to Trulina. So even if we couldn't pay wages, then we wouldn't have to get rid of her, which is totally fine. She's, I think, the most important thing because we need to be taking on lands right now. Although I really like Gaius because Gaius has the ability to make capturing lands easier, which is what we'll be doing now. In our last turn, we'll be going for land and the monster. Okay, so that's capturing the land, which is good. So the last person, we have Trulina over here. She's doing nothing, so she gets her choice of loot, and we're going to go for, I don't know what we should go for. Extra points for the capture, extra points for the kill. I think I'm just going to go, because gold is not worth anything at the end of the game. And I will have actually enough gold for my wages, even though I have 3 unsettled heroes, which would cost me technically 2 gold each this round because my glory is on the 2nd row. Because Trulina was in the 3rd land path, she gets 5 gold for surviving. So we get 5 gold right away, so I don't have to worry about getting gold and loot. So I'm actually going to take the one that gives us extra points, the loot that gives us extra points for capturing. So that means I can use less dice when capturing the monster and then spend it on maybe getting the land instead. So I'm using less dice capturing, less dice getting the lands, and then I can use dice to do maybe some missions, get some extra points there, because this will be the next last round. So we'll do that, and we will replace it. Ooh, extra, that's good. That's three points on the board. Okay, so that is it. Let's do cleanup now. Cleanup. So we take the assignment tokens back, Trulina's back. Timbaloo is his. Taron goes back. Trunks and Corgo goes back. And then mission gets changed, so we'll just switch them up. I'll show you what they look like in a moment. Put the dice away. Oh, you know what I forgot? Because of the clan tracker, the clan tracker is on the 2nd row. So last turn I should have gotten the extra yellow dice. So that probably might have made a difference, but that's okay. So I get a red and a yellow dice, additional yellow dice. Another yellow dice, a red dice, a red dice, yellow dice, 2 purples. Oh, I got 1 more yellow dice. That's crazy. So I have 4 yellow dice this next round. The trap goes away, and then these go away. Oh, and okay. So so we're replacing the land path. Can't use that one. How about this one? Okay, so we're going to do this land path. Okay. I like that one because it has the venom in the second path area. So I forgot. So this is the dice rolling mission. 3 dice, needs to get a 10. Pass it, get 2 glory, 8 gold. Potion, fail it, lose 1 glory. And for the contract, if you bring a trap to the person, you get 9 gold, which I don't care about at all. Once again, gold doesn't give you points at the end of the game. So we're moving the tracker down. So this is the last round. We're on the 6th round right now. So I have 17 glory, 13 reputation. Technically, that is 30 points right there, 30 victory points. And then I have I have how many points? I have 3 points in affinity, in water affinity. That's 33. I have 3 matching nature affinity, the land, Trulina, and Gaius. So that is actually an additional 3 points. That's 36 points. So technically, I got the the easiest rank so far, or the instead of failing, I got the second rank, which is not the greatest, but we'll see what we can do in this next turn because we have a lot of options to us. So, oh, and you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to replace the monster. Oh, and I'll show you, and the land. Oh, damn. Okay, this is really bad. Oh, damn. Okay, so we have Sekon. It's gone. 4 damage, and if it's on an air land, 2 additional attack dice. And whoa, if you capture it though, this is perfect for us. If you capture it, then you get 6 glory and 10 gold. And if you remember, we got that loot that if you capture it specifically, if you capture a monster, you use this and then you get additional 3 glory, which is fantastic. I swear to God, you couldn't have asked for better randomness. And now the problem is the land, Kale, is also air. So that means Skon is going to be doing 6 attack dice on me. It does have 16 to capture it, and you get 5 glory. So this is going to be tricky. Tricky. Okay, so on my turn, my last turn, now I kind of want to get another hero over here because I do have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 excess glory, which means I can buy any of these heroes, and getting getting mercenaries will increase your reputation, which is points at the end of the game, and it'll also match my affinities because I have mainly blue and nature affinities right here. So that's just additional points. It's points upon points plus additional dice. So I think what we're going to do, so now the thing is we want to deny our opponent from getting the monster in the land. So first off, we're going to assign as our first turn Trulina to the very first spot. I have to use reds or purples for the first 2 dice, and I can use up to 4 purple dice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 red dice, and before I do that, I'm going to move the equipment from Gaius to Nox. I'm sorry, from Gaius to Trulina. So what that means is when any red dice are rolled, it is worth +1 when going for capturing or eliminating, which is perfect. So we got a minimum of 4, 2 and 2 dice. So that's 4 for capturing. Okay. So the thing is, Skon is going to hit you hard for 6. Trulina can block 3. So that's 3 hits. If I do 1, 2, that means I can block 5 hits. So that's from her 3 talents over here. I have 2 defense tokens over here, so that's 5 hits. So even if for some reason I rolled 5 hits, she'll still survive, and then she'll only be damaged. So as per usual, we'll give her a potion, we'll give her a venom. So that makes it easier to capture. So that is 2 dice to get 9, because the capture value is 11, but the venom adds 2, so technically 9. It's not easy, so I should add some more dice or do something to it. I have to add my purple dice here. So I'm going to add these dice to get 9. I think I'm going a little overkill. Oh, but I have to get exactly 11. This is going to be tricky because what I failed to see was that Scone to capture is only 11 and you get a better reward. But if you roll 12 or greater in your rolls, then you get less. It's actually worse. So the kingdom wants you to actually capture him, and that'll be hard. Like I'll have to manipulate my dice to be able to do that. 4 dice is overkill. We're gonna do 3 dice. 3 dice then. So that's me assigning. I'm not putting any traps, but I have to put traps. If you remember, if you want to capture a monster, you have to use a trap. We're just going to outright kill the monster or eliminate the monster, because even though we miss out on the although this is 6 and this is 3, you get 2 trophies, 2 points, victory points at the end of the game anyways, and that's just 10 gold. So in the end, in all matters, it's just easier just to go straight for the 12, and you just lose out on 1 victory point overall. So I'll just do that. So I'll put the 4 dice there to get 12, which should be very easy to get. And now it's the dummy player's turn. 4 and 3. 4 red, 3, so that's Citadel and Tavern. So they are going to buy with only 1 discount. The 4 is the top hero, so Cacron is gone, and we replace with a new hero, which is Tarola, and not great. Not great for what I need to do right now. Next, I want to capture the land, and I forgot to take Gaia's assignment token. So I'm going to assign Gaius, where we'll show you the card again. It makes it 3 easier to capture the land, which is good because the land that we're going to, Kale, requires 16 to capture, so it'll be 13 to capture. So we're going to assign Gaius to the 2nd area. We're giving her a venom. We don't need to do a potion, because I don't think so. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is that if for some reason I fail to defeat Sekron, then the Gaius will probably die outright. But we're trying to maximize as many points as we can. So first off, we'll use the 2 mandatory dice, red dice, and we need to get 13 in 2 dice. Since this is the last turn, I'm going to utilize a trap, and sure, 1 defense token, doesn't really matter. So we got that. This is giving us 2 additional purple dice. And I was thinking that the 2 dice is not enough to get, obviously, 13, or technically 4 dice. If that's the case, we'll use our loot to boost the red dice rolls. So that is that. So I've assigned her. So we're gonna get both the land and the monster, hopefully, unless we get horrible rolls. So dummy player goes 1 red, 5 yellow. So that means they go to the bazaar, which is here. We roll a dice and we put it here. So they get a 4 discount. And because it's a 1, we take the first item, discard it. Mortis. Mortis is a 8 costing equipment. It gives purple rolls +1. Okay, so my turn. I still have a lot of dice. And now I think it's time to start buying some heroes. So I have 4 excess. 4 excess glory. And I have 10 gold, and I have to pay wages, and I'm probably going to exceed. It's going to cost 3 per. Damn, that's going to cost a lot. I don't know how we're going to do this. So we'll use the 5 discount here. Did I roll my dice this turn? Oh God, I don't think I did. I technically only have 3 yellow dice. One from Tortok, one from Trulina, one from Gaius. So I'm only rolling 3. That's bad. Okay, so I got a 4, 4, and 3. Let's do this correctly. I put it over here. I'm going to buy Wormy. I already put 2 gold in there. So I get Wormy, which I'm going to put down here below Wishore. Wormy gives me the ability to pay 2 gold to get an additional red, which I don't think we're doing because we don't have enough money this turn. And then we're going to increase our reputation up by 4, so we're on 17, 17. And I immediately get a red and a yellow dice. So I have the red dice. I'll just put it up here at the top, and I have to roll the yellow dice immediately. And I got a 2. Okay, not great. Okay. Okay, so now it's the dummy player's turn. They got a 5 and a 2. That means they're on the outside, they're land path 2. That's blocked, so they're going to do it again. 1 and a 6. That means the mine. So they're going to block the 2 spots right here. My turn. I have a red and 3 yellows. Oh, and I have to replace the mercenary. My bad. I need a way to get money. Let's see, I'm gonna need to pay, I'm gonna be beyond, I imagined. I'm gonna be in this row here. So I need to pay 3 gold per mercenary that isn't settled. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12 gold. I only have 5 gold right now. Or 8 gold. So if I use all the rest of my dice and put it in the pawn shop, I'll get 4 gold, so I'll have enough money for wages. Because if you can't pay the wage, you have to get rid of the hero that's not settled with the highest reputation. So you're losing points. So I'd be losing Gaius, which means I lose 5 points. So I'd rather spend all my dice right now and get 4 additional gold to be able to do that. So now it's the dummy player's turn. 2 and a 5. So the bazaar. I don't think it really matters what they do at this point because I don't have any turns after this. So 2, we'll put it right here. The 2 means we get rid of this and we just replace it. Doesn't matter because I don't have any more dice left. Goes away. I don't have any dice left, right? No dice. Okay. So here we go. This is the last round, adventure phase. We handle missions first, dice rolling and contract. No one's here, so we ignore. Land battles, reveal any traps. Okay, so Scon, as we talked about before, is going to have 6 attack dice. 6 attack dice. 6 attack dice because of the 4 on him, plus he matches affinity as Kale, the land. So he gets 2 additional dice, which is very dangerous. But we're talking about Trulina, which has the ability to she has 3 automatic defense talents, so that automatically takes 3 hits away. She has 2 defense tokens, so that's 5 hits, and then she can take 1 hit and be injured, but she still has a health potion, so it doesn't matter. So this is really pointless. But just to show you, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit, 5 hits. So it's good that she had all of it. And 1 miss. Okay, so she survived it. Now it's her turn. She's going to attack Scon and hopefully, preferably, get the capture because that's extra points. But we don't know. 4. 9. And 11. Oh, that's perfect. You know why? Because, so that's 9, right? 4 and a 5. And she has equipped this. this sword thing. This sword, when capturing or attacking a monster, the dice rolls are +1. So it's actually a 5 and a 6, that's 11. And that's what we need to capture Scone. And we do have 2 extra purple dice. You don't have to use them. So I'm not going to use them. And that means we've captured Scone. So that means that we get 6 glory. So I'm at 17, we go up to 23, and we get 10 gold. So now I don't have to worry about wages at all. So Scone is captured. Perfect. Oh, and don't forget, I'm actually going to utilize this loot token. When you capture a monster, I get 3 additional glory. So I'll disregard that. And we go from 23 to 26, which is fantastic. That's a great, we just got 9 glory from that. Now it's Gaia's turn. She has the 2 red dice. We have the 2 red dice, and the trap gives her 2 purple dice. She reduces the difficulty by 3. So looking at Kale, 16 minus 3 by her ability. Well, I'll just show you her card. Her ability makes it 3 easier. So 16 minus 3, 13. So let's see how this is going to work. And she has a venom, but I don't think that's going to matter. So let's see. Oh, a 1. A 3. These are horrible rolls. 4. We still need to get 13. A 4. That's 8. We need a 5 or greater. And we got 3. So not great, but we're going to use this. The Forgotten Loot token. This makes my red rolls worth 2 more. So instead of the 1 and 3 I got a 3 and a 5. 3 and a 5, that's 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 3 is 15. And we just needed 13 for Kale. So we captured this land. So that is 5 additional glory points. So we're at technically 31. So I'll just put it back up at the top right there. And no one can settle on it because we don't have any matching affinity for nature, which is fine. And that's great. And that is, that's a game. That's game because all the other things are done. So all we have to do is clean up. The main thing with cleanup at the end of the game is replace dead leaders. There's no dead leaders. Pay wages. So we're in the 3rd column and technically the 4th column, but it says that you pay 3 gold per mercenary if your glory is greater than 20, which it is. So we have Taran, Wishor, Wormy, and Gaius that are unsettled mercenaries that are not leaders and not settled. So that is 12 gold I have to pay in wages, which is fine. And that is it. That's the end of the game. So basically at this point, to calculate scoring per my rules, we first we take the glory, which is right here. We have 31 glory plus 17 reputation. I don't even remember if I added glory when we purchased someone. Did we do that? I can't remember. So we might be four points short. So no, I think we did it correctly. So 31 plus 17, that's 48, plus any trophies. I thought we had a trophy somewhere. Let's pretend I didn't kill anyone. Can't remember. That's me and my bad memory. So that is 48 points, just that way. Then we have to count affinity tokens that match. So we have 3 blue or 3 water affinity tokens, which is 3 more points. So 48 plus 3 is 51, if we can remember that. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 nature affinity tokens. So 4 affinity tokens, our match for nature is 5 points. So that is 51 plus 5 is 56. And then we have the 1 land over here, nature, or sorry, air, that's 1 point. So did we say 51, 56, 57 points. So 57 points, that's how much we have at the end of the game. And according to scenario 1, we have, let's see if I bring it close. We have veteran, we got veteran points. Now, if I had forgotten about the trophy, it couldn't have been worth 4, so we wouldn't have gotten hero, but we got veteran. And that is from scenario 1, business as usual. So that is the end of the game and the end of the video today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. So as you can see, pretty fun and challenging, and it ramps up near the end. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you saw any corrections, please let me know in the comments below, preferably with a timestamp so that I can put an annotation in the video, which is much easier than editing and reposting. As always, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to stay up to date with my videos. Check out my blog, nightknowledge.com, for any interesting articles on gaming, photography, or learning opportunities. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.